Golf in Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania. My name is Frank Stranick, and today the topic is the putter. A number of years ago, I attended a training program out in Ohio, Ralph Malpe's training program, and we spent a good amount of time talking about the putter, and he identifies the putter as the most overlooked club in your bag. When we go out to play a round of golf, you see a lot of people on the range pounding drivers and irons, but you don't see a whole lot of concentration on the putter on the putting green. So what I thought I would do is give you some information in the area that he refers to as dynamic putter fitting. These are specifications of the putter. And if you're having some problems with your putting, you might want to look at these specification areas and see whether or not you can make an adjustment in one of those and improve your putting stats. Okay, those areas are length, loft, head weight, swing weight, playability, and balance. So let's get right into it. Okay, length. Length is a major factor as far as how you set up to the ball. Your head, your arms, your eye position, your hand position, they're all affected by where the putter positions you. Now, when you go into a store, you can find putters 34, 35, 36 inches, whatever, and you just go ahead and buy the putter, but not maybe recognizing that that putter might not be the best length for you. So when you go back and start practicing with the putter, are you making consistent impact? Are you comfortable in the way you're setting up? Or do you have to make adjustments when you're swinging the putter for a little longer putts or a little shorter putts? If you do, well, then maybe you might want to check and see whether or not that length is good for you. You can go into any one of the Surge fitters, and they will have adjustable length putters, and they can certainly help you with identifying the proper length for your putter. The next area is lie angle. Are you pushing the ball right, or are you pulling the ball left? Maybe the problem is that you have an incorrect lie angle. It also affects the solidness of your putt, and to a small effect, it affects your body position where you set up to the ball. A good way to check your lie angle is to get a little mirror, lay it up against a wall, and take your normal putting stance and take a look at that mirror, and is the toe up, or is the heel up, or is the putter setting flat on the ground when you take your normal stance position. It's an adjustable item. It's quite easy to do. So if you see that you have the toe or the heel up, you might want to again have that adjusted so that you can get it centered flat on the ground. That way you can eliminate a lot of the opportunity for a push or a pull. Okay, the next area is loft. There's loft on the club for one reason, and that's when a ball is sitting on the green, it's actually sitting in sort of a depression in the grass. And you want to be able to stroke that ball and have it pop out of that depression in the grass and start towards the hole. The general loft on a putter is going to be 3 or 4 degrees. It depends on the manufacturer. But there's a loft that best fits you. Now, when you stroke a ball, about the first 15% of the movement of the ball is going to be in what's called skid. I think most putters will put the ball into skid, and the other 85% is going to be true roll. What you do want is the proper loft so that that skid is limited to about 15%, and it's not bouncing along the ground as it's going to the hole, which is going to be a difficult issue for you as far as distance control is concerned. So make sure you get the right loft. Now, if you are a person who forward presses, you take loft off the putter, and if you're a person who pulls the putter forward of your hands, then you're going to add loft to the putter. So you need to find out which loft best fits your type of stroke. All right? Again, you can go see a fitter, and he can work with you on getting this done. Head weight and swing weight. What's most important there? Well, the weight of the club is most important in distance control. If it's just like a driver, if you don't know where the head is at when you put the club in rotation, then it's very difficult to bring that club back to the ball in a consistent manner. And what that's going to do is retard your capability for distance control. Many times we're out on the range or out on the practice facility, and we're just stroking putts and we don't really have a plan. So if you're having distance control, work up a plan on how far you're going to take the putter back and how far you're going to take it through in order to see how far the ball rolls. A second part of that is there's a move these days towards the larger, heavier putter grips. Recognize that when you put weight in the butt end of the club, you're taking away the feel of the head end of the club. And if you take away the feel of the head end of the club, then it becomes more difficult to know where the putter head is at while you're stroking it. So what you can do there is just set your putter down the way you normally do, close your eyes, and make a few strokes. Can you really tell where the putter is at in those strokes? If you're having difficulty, just add a little weight to the head of the putter. You can do it with lead tape, or you can do it with magnets that are a couple grams each, and just slide them on there until you get the weight back to where you want it. But remember, it's a major factor in distance control. It's also a factor in feel. If you don't have the right feel, it's hard to then make the right stroke. While you're in talking to a fitter, throw it on a swing weight scale. The putter should be somewhere between C8 and D6, or C6 and D8, got that backwards. And if it's outside of that, you might want to take a look at where you can adjust that weight a little bit. Okay, playability. What's the design of the putter? Well, we got putters that look like branding irons, and we got putters that look like tongue depressors. In all honesty, it really doesn't matter what it looks like if you have confidence in your putter and you can stroke the putter properly and you can score pretty well. Just think, we go out and play a round of golf, and we have between maybe 25 to 45 putts that we might take in a round of golf. Imagine if you could just cut that 25 or that 45 down to 35. That's 10 strokes better, from a 95 to an 85. We don't spend enough time, I think, practicing with our putting to see what we have to do in order to become better. So find a putter that is playable to you, that when you look at it you have confidence and you feel that you can stroke that ball and put it in a hole. Whatever it looks like, a branding iron or a tongue depressor, doesn't really matter. Just go ahead and play it and enjoy it. Lastly, we have balance. There are face balance putters, toe balance putters, and there are heel balance putters. If you're a straight back, straight through type swinger, then you want something that's face balance. If you are a inside to the ball, back to inside, then you want something that's toe balanced. If you are a person who happens to push the ball a touch, then you want a heel balance putter. And you can find all three of these putters. Just lay the putter on your finger and you will see what the balance of the putter is, and then you can address that with whomever you're buying the putter from, and address what your stroke is and get the best putter for your stroke. Okay. Lastly, these are little impact labels. You can see them on irons and woods. You can put these on the face of your putter and start making putts, and you'll be able to see the little dimple patterns. It might have one dimple and a couple little edges of the dimple. And it will show you where you're impacting the putter face itself. And it's a good little device for seeing how well you are at putting the ball on the center of gravity. If you don't put it on the center of gravity of the club, then your ability to score as well with your putter and get the right distance control and the right loft activity and whatever with your putter is going to be affected a bit. Okay? If you have any questions on anything that I've covered, as always, you can always shoot me an email. Putters are very, very important. Please don't overlook it in your bag. Take the time to set up a putting plan. Do what some people call calibrating the putter. Take it back a certain distance, take it through an equal distance. How far does the ball roll? And do that for different distances, and you're going to be able to find how far your putter pushes the ball across the green, and you can calibrate your putter. In the end, you'll find that it takes a lot of strokes off your game when you get more consistent, and you'll start enjoying the scorecard a lot more, particularly when your friends are paying the bill. Okay, Have a good day, enjoy your golf, and we'll see you down the range. Bye now.